Angel Reese not only missed a cherry-picked layup on a fast break attempt, not only did Angel Reese miss at least 7 to 8 layups in this game alone, not only is Angel Reese not a good basketball player, but for a game when she had a chance to seal the deal for her team riding on her back, Ryan Howard just missed a shot, Angel Reese got the rebound, got the seal, all right, put herself in position, cool, you got the rebound, and missed it. There's no way. And this is where Caitlin Clark turns troll mode into full effect. Point blank putback. You can see Caitlin. Yo, Caitlin is a troll. Yo, Caitlin is a troll, man. She just smiling, laughing. Like, you can't make this up, man. Angel Reese over there holding a seance. Look at this, man. This is where C22 gets the last.
Angel Reese had the game right there in her hands, and she let it slip through her fingers in the most painful way possible. The Indiana Fever walked into Atlanta's building on a night that was supposed to belong to the home team. And by the time the final buzzer sounded, Reese wasn't the one celebrating. She was the one standing under the rim, still processing what had just happened, while Caitlin Clark walked off with another road statement when added to her resume. She didn't walk away as the hero of this game. She walked away as the reason a lot of Atlanta fans went to bed angry that night, replaying the same 2 possessions over and over in their heads. If you want to understand why this rivalry keeps producing chaos every single time these 2 teams meet, this one game hands you the entire blueprint. It had a furious head coach who could barely hold his composure at the podium. A missed game winner that's going to get replayed on highlight reels for the wrong reasons for years. A questionable overtime foul call that nearly flipped the entire result. And by morning, a fan base openly asking whether Angel Reese should even suit up for Atlanta's next game. By the next day, people who don't even follow the WNBA closely were talking about this one.
Y'all do it. I don't know how y'all defend her. The score is 81-81 in the 4th quarter. 6 seconds left.
Atlanta Dream has the chance to win this game.
Then this happens.
5 seconds. Howard launches. Missed it badly. Reese the putback. Won't go. Hillman, no.
Like, I truly do not understand. Angel Reese is a professional basketball player. Why do she miss so many layups? Like, look. Layups is like the second thing that you learn when you first start basketball. The first thing is how to dribble a basketball. Then the coach will bring you down to that block, exactly where she missed that layup, and teach you how to shoot off that square. She lost them that game. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. If she would have hit that layup, game over.
That's usually the sign that a game has stopped being just a game and started becoming a moment. So, let's start with the press conference. Because you didn't need to be a body language expert to see what was going on with the Atlanta coach after this loss. He sat down at that podium, and the frustration was coming off him before he'd even said a single word. His jaw was tight. His answers were short, clipped, almost offensive before anyone had even pushed him. And every single time a reporter brought up the final possession, you could see him almost flinch, like he was reliving it in real time, all over again, in front of a room full of cameras that weren't going to let him move on quietly. He kept repeating the same line, over and over.
Difference not having Jordan Canada in today's game kind of potentially maybe have impacted the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. You have to go with what you have, and I think the players that played today gave us a great chance to win. I mean, we're literally one possession, from winning the game against a very good team who's been playing really well. But, JC is a fantastic point guard, and obviously, particularly against the zone, she's somebody that we count on for penetrating to the middle and then passing it out to our shooters or dumping it down behind. So, and then she makes such a difference in our transition game and gives us an extra really good defender out there. So we miss her, but she couldn't go today. So the people that went, I thought, did well enough to win. She was competitive.
Her performance to
be able to contribute that way when you're having to guard one of the best players in the league.
Almost like he was trying to convince himself of it as much as the reporter sitting in front of him. His team did everything right, he said. He said it once. Then he said it again a few questions later. Then a third time when a reporter pushed back harder and asked directly what actually went wrong in that final sequence. And even then, he he still couldn't quite land on an answer that satisfied the room. Here's the thing about that. When a coach has to repeat, "We did everything right" 3 or 4 separate times in a single press conference, that usually isn't confidence talking. That's something closer to a coach trying to protect a player without ever having to say her name out loud, while still...
We haven't seen a lot of zone, but we have worked on it in practice, and I think in practice we've done really well against it. I just think today, late in the game, we kind of went away from what we typically do against zone and just kind of watched one person with the ball instead of, creating the kind of shots that we usually do versus zone. And I think if we would have done that, we probably would have seen like 2 possessions of zone. But I think because we were, passing and just letting them get matched up and stay matched up, I think we saw it a lot more than we would have otherwise.
While still visibly carrying the frustration underneath every word he chooses. And once you actually go back and watch the footage, his frustration stops looking like an overreaction. It starts looking exactly proportional to what happened. Atlanta had 2 separate looks at the rim in the final seconds of regulation. 2, not 1 lucky bounce, not 1 contested prayer heaved up under pressure with no real chance of falling. 2 legitimate, point-blank opportunities to end the game right there and send an entire building home happy. The first came off a physical offensive rebound battle, Atlanta fighting and clawing for position against a tough Indiana front line that wasn't giving up an inch.
Atlanta Dream, they are not happy with Angel Reese. Angel Reese was an absolute travesty to the game of basketball today. She humiliated herself out there. It was ridiculous. The girl missed about 8 or 9 layups right at the rim. She blew a fast break layup all by herself, and she blew the game-winning layup. Alicia Gray, not happy.
And then we got 2 looks, right at the end of the game that, could have won it for us, but they rolled out.
He's pissed. We got 2 looks right at the end of the game, 2 layups, and they just rolled out. He's pissed.
They won that battle. They came away with the ball cleanly, in traffic, with a wide open look at the basket from point-blank range. It didn't go in. The ball came right back out live into the middle of the paint, up for grabs all over again. The second chance came almost immediately after that. A scramble follow-up attempt from even closer range than the first, with the clock bleeding down towards 0 and the entire arena on its feet. That one didn't go in either. 2 chances, back to back. The game sitting right there for the taking, close enough to touch. And 0 points to show for either one of them. That's the kind of stat line that will make any coach's blood boil at a podium, win or lose. And on this night, it clearly did exactly that. Reese had the ball in her hands, both times, with a real chance to be the hero of the entire night. This was supposed to be her signature moment, the kind of bucket that gets replayed for years in a rivalry already this heated between 2 of the league's biggest young names, in front of her own home crowd. Instead, the shot didn't fall. Neither one did, and it wasn't even close on either attempt. In a game that had been defined by razor-thin margins from the opening tip,
that fan base loves to talk trash about Caitlyn anytime Caitlyn has any type of mishaps. And it don't look nothing like this one. And it's people already making excuses when it comes to people already saying, oh, Nas Hillman had a chance too. No, because when they played Washington the first time, because we know Caitlyn hit the shot the next time they played, but when Caitlyn missed that shot, y'all didn't want to talk about Mitchell missing that shot also. They both had the chance to win. Y'all said, oh no, it's on Caitlyn. Cool. When Caitlyn missed those 2 free throws a couple weeks ago, y'all didn't want to talk about Mitchell also missing her free throws right before Caitlyn did. No, it was on Caitlyn. So guess
those 2 empty possessions ended up being the single biggest swing moment of the entire matchup. The difference between a signature win and a night everyone in that building wanted to forget. And that's exactly where the online reaction really started to build, because this wasn't some isolated, one-off incident that came out of nowhere. Fans have watched this same pattern play out from Reese over and over again across her career. Missed point-blank layups that should be automatic finishes. Rebounding her own missed shots instead of just converting clean the first time around. Coming up empty in the exact moments that actually matter, in games that actually count for something in the standings.
What are some key things from this game that you're planning on telling the team or hoping that they talk amongst each other to take to the next game?
Well, I think it shows that, we have a really good team. I mean, Indiana's excellent, and despite being shorthanded, we were right there. That's why it hurt so much, is because we were right there.
You was right there, but Angel Reese gotcha. Angel Reese gotcha, man. Carl Semesco, he's livid. He's pissed about this loss. Alicia Gray is pissed. It's nasty work, man. Angel, you really let him down. You smoked that layup, and they about sick and tired.
So when it happened again, on this stage, against this specific opponent, with this many people watching live and this much attention already on the rivalry, nobody was exactly in a forgiving mood the next morning. The clips were already circulating before most fans had even had breakfast, and the same question kept resurfacing in every thread and every comment section. How does a player who prides herself on being the toughest presence in the paint come up empty twice in a row, with the game on the line? That question didn't have a clean answer by the next morning. And judging by how loud the reaction got, it isn't going away quietly either.
At the end of regulation, when the missed shot happened, some of y'all kind of surrounded Angel and were kind of saying some words of encouragement. What are some things y'all said there, and kind of some things you'll go forward in saying to encourage each other after this loss?
I mean, it happens. We know any other time Angel will make the shot. I mean, she knows she'll make the shot, but in that moment, you just got to encourage your teammates. No one person lost us the game. It's a team effort, and just like she's with us when we're struggling, we do the same thing for Angel. I mean, it's a sisterhood. We really love each other, support each other. So, I mean, I'll put everything on the line that the next time she gets a shot like that, she will make it 100%. It's just this time she came up a little short, but I mean, I have all the faith in the world of Angel that